Welcome. Welcome to the filthy kitchen. I am the Squadgeman. It's 4:20 in the morning. Time for some coffee. This is pretty much the only time I can have coffee. I have to work tonight. So I will go to work at 11 o'clock tonight. Well, I have to be at work at 11 o'clock at night, so this will give me something like 15 hours. So if I go to bed tonight at, say, 6, I've got roughly 14 hours to get this coffee out of my system. And maybe 12 hours if I can get to bed earlier. So this is what it's like working a night shift. Up all night, sleep during the day, work, and try to get some normal life done in between. It's a difficult way to keep friendships going and find a partner, and it also wreaks havoc on your system. We are fundamentally diurnal creatures, which is it's not the opposite of nocturnal. Nocturnal are creatures that are active during the night, and a diurnal creature is active during the day. It's similar to an opposite type of concept, but it's just a different time period that these creatures are active. And being a human who is pushing down my natural instinct to be diurnal and forcing myself to be nocturnal creates all kinds of havoc on my endocrine system and every other system in the body. And it's terrible for my brain, terrible for my memory. It ages you, they say it on average it ages you 10 years. I believe that. One main reason for this, I think, is it makes you more accident prone because you're tired all the time, and that reduces your life significantly. But also it's just you're going against nature. I find it very difficult to recover from exercise, illness, and injury these days. A lot of that has to do with my age, which affects my endocrine system as well. My hormones are just slowing down. But I think being nocturnal for the past 4 years and a bit have certainly added to this. So when boiling some water, I'm going to make some coffee. I'll drink the coffee now. I'll stay up for several hours, and hopefully when I try to go to sleep for work, I won't be too full of caffeine. But if I don't drink coffee now, I'm basically just going to be a zombie until I go to work tonight. So, or I might drink coffee too late in the day. My friend goes back to Alberta tonight, so I may have a chance to see him during the day, and if so, if I'm tired, I'll drink coffee. If I'm not, I'll probably have a hot chocolate. Although there is caffeine in hot chocolate, or a variant of caffeine, there isn't as much, and it's not as potent. So that's it. I'll drink this and be active for a few hours. So I've got my coffee. Which coffee do I use? Whatever's cheapest when I go to buy it. 4 scoops in the French press. 4 scoops in the press. Okay, the water has just boiled. I have these long Korean soup spoons that are perfect for the French press. Take my water. Now, the ideal temperature for making coffee apparently is 88 degrees. This is 100 degrees, but that's fine. It's not going to burn the coffee. I don't know what ideal is all about. I mean, at different elevations, water boils at different degrees. But I guess those in the community of coffee drinkers have discovered that 88 degrees, like 88 keys on the piano, is the optimal temperature for coffee. Now, this step here of stirring up the coffee when I add the water, some people don't believe that's a necessary step, but key is each coffee grind, each individual particle from the ground coffee has a surface area, and I want the water to get around the coffee on every surface. So having it stirred up allows that a bit better than just pouring it on top. And they say leave it for 4 minutes. Well, I leave it for a lot longer than that, especially with 100-degree water, because if I just wait 4 minutes, it's still going to be 100 degrees and it's going to be too hot to drink. But minimum of 4 minutes is what I take that to be. And actually, the longer it's in the water, the better it's going to absorb the actual coffee and turn from water to coffee. So I don't think there's a problem with leaving it in the water longer. Some people say, oh, that makes the coffee too strong, but I disagree. Well, and I like strong coffee, but I think it reaches a point where pretty much everything is out of the coffee ground and it's not going to get stronger and stronger. It's just going to hit its level saturation and stay there. And once that occurs, it's fine. So I have this dad mug here. This is a mug that belonged to a friend of mine's father. I mentioned in a previous video. He never got to use it. I know that because the sticker was still on the bottom, and when I washed it, the sticker came off. My friend now is going to become a father himself before too long, so I'm probably going to send this to him when that occurs. I am honored to have it now, as I was a friend of his father's, and although it probably doesn't mean a whole lot to him, I do plan on passing it on as it was his father's. Anyway, that's making coffee at 4:29 in the morning. So I put this video up. I do have some cooking to do today, so I will most likely be putting up some other videos today. And what I like to do with the extra hot water is I clean my frying pans with it. There's a lot of grease and baked on stuff on my frying pans after use. I find the little bit extra hot water is good. I add the soap, and when this cools down, it's a lot easier to clean. It melts the fat. It dislodges some of the baked on stuff. If I had a little extra, I would probably make myself a bowl of oatmeal, but that's fine. I might make some oatmeal later. I'm not really hungry at the moment, which is strange because I haven't eaten all day. But I'm still recovering from this infected tooth, the antibiotics, and the rough week I've had. Started off by jet lag, spending time in Nova Scotia, coming back. Anyway, we'll call that a video here. I'll put up something else later on. Till next time, who loves you, baby? This guy. Don't forget, you're somebody's favorite person in this world. Probably mine. And till next time, goodbye. Love you.